Greetings. Namaste. This video is an introduction to my 4 annual workshops that I conduct in Rishikesh, India, in northern India, and Kerala, southern India, each year. These workshops are for those who want continuing education credits in Ayurveda to support their existing Ayurvedic healthcare practice, or those who want to be certified to practice clinical Ayurveda in the West. These 4 workshops in India, as well as the pre-workshop study that is done before each workshop, and case study internships, which are provided after the completion of all 4 workshops. Together, these courses, self-study, and internships support 2 Ayurvedic programs: Ayurvedic Lifestyle Consultant program and Ayurvedic Practitioner program. This year, the 4th year, the first 2 workshops will be held in the magical city of Rishikesh in northern India, while the 3rd and 4th workshops will be in Fort Kochi, Kerala, South India, the home of Ayurveda. These workshops are organized and led by myself and supported by Dr. Vikram Chauhan of Planet Ayurveda, a well-known and somewhat famous Ayurvedic doctor worldwide, and Dr. Ambu of Kerala Ayurveda Vaidyasala, with his 6 associate doctors. And also we're assisted by Dr. Rakesh and Dr. Amrit of Ma Yoga Ashram in Rishikesh, where we're actually holding those first 2 workshops. Now, it's important to note that these workshops are not in isolated countryside or in the jungle or in some hospital facility, but in small, charming cities, Rishikesh and Fort Kochi, that are rich in culture, with a lot of friendly people, a lot of sightseeing and things to do, and wonderful shopping. The first course, the fundamental principles and physiology of Ayurveda, this is the fundamental course, and really most important to have your fundamentals and a deep understanding of Ayurvedic principles before continuing with other courses. This course should be taken prior to any other advanced courses in order to understand the fundamental concepts of Ayurveda, such as the tridoshic theory, the subdoshas, the gunas, the datsus, the tissues, samtramsi, the systems, agni, ojas, ama, and other essential aspects of the anatomy and functionality of the body according to Ayurveda. So this is a very practical and intensive 7-day course that will establish a strong foundation to prepare you to practice Ayurvedic diagnostic skills and treatment skills, since Ayurvedic anatomy is very different from the Western system. The second course is Diagnostic Methods and Skills of Ayurveda, and this course covers the 3 modes of diagnosis as per Ayurveda: observation of the skin, eyes, shape of the body, and the tongue, darshan; touching the skin and the organs and reading the pulse, sparshan; and questioning skills of the patient, prarshan. The objective of this course is to give the student practical knowledge and hands-on experience in a wide range of diagnostic skills and methods, since accurate diagnostic skills are required to effectively treat any condition, even with ourselves. So having good diagnostic skills is very important, and we do a lot of role-playing here. So it's a very hands-on experience where we're seeing and observing how to diagnose the other students and other participants in this course. The 3rd course, Herbology and Dietary Treatments of Ayurveda, conducted in Fort Kochi, Kerala. The main objective of this course is to understand the attributes, or gunas, actions, karma, and taste, rasa, of almost all vegetables, fruits, grains, nuts, and other food items, to learn to form diets to therapeutically address specific health conditions. This is called ahara chikitsa. Additionally, we'll study 50 of the most common traditional Ayurvedic herbs, and we'll learn to form simple formulas based on these 50 herbs to address doshic imbalances. Again, participants will role-play daily to practice prescribing dietary and herbal formulas based on the herbs covered in each lesson. So this is the beginning of treatment, and using most of this course is focused on using food as treatment and just 50 herbs and simple formulas. The third course, Herbal Pharmacology and Traditional Formulas of Ayurveda. In this course, we immerse ourselves in traditional Ayurvedic formulas by discussing, tasting, and even trying many of these formulas. Remember, all of these courses you're required to read and study of these subjects in depth before the course. Each of these courses has one or even two books that's required reading before the course. So in the case of studying the 50 herbs or the different formulas, you'll be reading about these formulas in advance, and then during the intensive workshops, which are the first 2 are 7 days, the second 2 are 8 days, we'll be immersing into these subjects, experiencing these herbs, and role-playing, whether it's the diagnostic skills or the treatment skills, by pairing up, and we create scenarios and case studies where a person has a particular condition, particular doshic imbalances, and then you're prescribing the right diet, you're prescribing the herbs, you're prescribing a lifestyle, dinacharya, which is covered in the third course, and after the fourth course, you're even prescribing Ayurvedic formulas and formulating your own formulas. After completion of the requirements of the first 3 workshops, you'll receive a certificate of completion for 500 hours bearing the title of Ayurvedic Lifestyle Consultant, issued by myself as a registered professional Ayurvedic continuing education provider, or PACE provider, which has been provided to me by the Association of Ayurvedic Professionals of North America, APNA. See, the first 2 courses are 150 hours, and the third course is 200 hours. This makes a total of 500 hours, and this is the minimum requirements by APNA to receive the registration as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. So I will issue the certificate and then a recommendation letter to those who have completed it, and then they will take this recommendation letter and the certificate for 500 hours and the individual certificate for each workshop, because each workshop has its own certificate, which is signed by myself plus the associate instructors who are involved in that course. And all of this is then submitted to the registering body. We're collaborating with the APNA, Association of Ayurvedic Professionals of North America. So you would send that to them, and then they would give you a registration as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. So I'm issuing the certificate, and they're registering you. Now, after completion of the first 3 workshops and the 4th workshop, and additional study requirements, because you have to have over 1,000 hours to receive a registration with APNA as an Ayurvedic practitioner. And once you've achieved that, all the 4 courses together are basically 700 hours. So there needs to be another 300 hours of your individual case studies or practice, or courses you've done with other instructors, or internships which you've done with me, which are available only after completing the 4th course. Once you have 1,000 hours, then I would give you a certificate bearing the title Ayurvedic Practitioner, and then you would take this plus all of your certifications totaling 1,000 hours plus a recommendation letter from myself, and you would submit that to the Association of Ayurvedic Professionals of North America, APNA, and apply for the to be registered as an Ayurvedic practitioner. Of course, APNA has additional certifications as an Ayurvedic herbalist, and they also have one as a PACE provider, and they also have one as an Ayurvedic doctor. So the first one is the Ayurvedic Lifestyle Consultant, which requires 500 hours, which my first 3 courses will suffice. And then the second one is Ayurvedic Practitioner, which requires the completion of all 4 of my courses plus an additional 300 hours. Feel free to look at the individual programs and watch the videos on each of them, and contact me, of course, if you have more questions. And I encourage you to register as soon as possible. These are all small group classes. We're not doing these classes in any way online. I don't feel that online study is that effective. We've met many people who have done online courses, and we found that they don't have the skills necessary because they haven't had the role playing. I find a lot of other courses are more focused on theory than clinical application and are too academic, with a lot of references to original Sanskrit texts requiring an understanding of Sanskrit terminology. The goal of these workshops, on the other hand, is to help Western students, even though we are getting many Indians now attending them, and to better grasp the functional and clinical applications of Ayurveda and to provide a model of private practice that can be used in the West. Another point I want to make is that we're teaching, based on my own teaching and my past students, Northern Indian style approach. This is in comparison with Southern Indian or Kerala approach. So the Northern Indian approach is entirely herbal and dietary. So that means we're not using oils, massage, abhyanga, sweating therapies, shirodhara, panchakarma, because these are the main modes of treatment in the South. So these workshops and overall programs do not cover any physical forms of treatment or any form of body work, since this is a purely herbal and dietary approach. And that's sufficient if your skills are good. The approach of being an Ayurvedic herbalist or dietitian without physically working on the patient works well in Western countries and is easier from a licensing and private practice point of view. And it has to be a model that will work in Western society. So the model is different than the Indian approach, but we're still very traditional in our methodology, our diagnosis, and our treatment. And because we're eating together, staying in the same place together, this is an excellent environment for open discussion and conversation, and where we're walking through the town together, meeting people, continuing to diagnose people, that we're meeting, talking about our own individual health problems, going to herb shops, picking up herbs for ourselves, meeting multiple Ayurvedic doctors, speaking with Ayurvedic doctors. We have many guest speakers who will show up for these workshops, and we have other doctors who are associates who will speak in these workshops. So it's a really deep immersion, not just in the subject matter, but in Ayurveda. I'm choosing to only do these programs in India, not do them online, and only do them in small groups. So once again, I encourage you to register as soon as possible. Contact me for further information, and I look forward to speaking with you if you have any questions. And I myself personally look forward every year to going to India because I love the town of Rishikesh, the people there, my contacts there that I've had since the 80s, and my friends, and I look forward to sharing these contacts with you. And then of course I look forward to southern India, where it's beautiful and warm in December. So hopefully you can join us and learn Ayurveda in this traditional sense, which is easily practiced in the United States. Thank you very much. Your time and effort.
Thank you very much. And I know Khabir now from last several years, 5-6 years, and he knew my website earlier, and we met each other. I went to him in California, and so I found him a very good practitioner Ayurveda with a profound knowledge of Ayurveda and deep interest in Ayurveda. There are many Ayurvedic practitioners who just want to make money. He is one of them, one of those practitioners who want to learn more and give more and more to patients. So I have seen this practically in my life, and he is an eager learner, and he is also a very good teacher. Not only learner but also good teacher. I have seen him teaching in Rishikesh, and all the students, they have very good words for him. I have seen the teachings myself, and whatever topics he is teaching, I think they should be taught in all the Ayurvedic institutes, and they should be covered by all the Ayurvedic institutes, not only in America but also in India, because he is teaching in a very precise way and a very elaborative way at the same time. So that is very much practical knowledge he is giving to his students. So So I wish him very good luck for his future courses.
Thank you.
And best of everything.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Doctor. Look forward to seeing you next year.
Sure.
Hi, my name is Francesca, and I just completed 2 weeks of studying with Khabir Southwick from Ojai, California. We're in Rishikesh, India right now, and I learned such a tremendous amount, more than I actually thought was possible to learn in 2 weeks. Not only did I learn how to better serve myself to get healthier and more in balance for the whole rest of my life, and the steps to take incrementally to get there, and how to stay in balance, but I also learned a ton of information of how to help other people. So I'm really looking forward to applying that in the future to helping patients, to helping clients of mine, yoga students of mine, to helping just my friends and family, people that I meet. And with Khabir, he made learning fun, very, very informative. He has a really great way of teaching these subjects. And I know that if I ever have any questions or any concerns, any problems even, anything like this, if I just need a brush up or something, I can call on him. He's very available to his students, has a ton of knowledge. And if he doesn't know the answer, he has a ton of resources all over the world, it seems, definitely in India and the United States, to help you get the information that you need. That's very real, very from the source, very accurate. To help people. Thank you so much, Khabir, for doing what you do, for helping me, for helping all of your students and all of my future students and clients that I work with. And I would definitely recommend taking Khabir's Ayurveda training course here in Rishikesh, India. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Francesca. Thank you.
I had just completed the second year of Ayurvedic course with Khabir. And I am really excited because now things are coming together. I'm able to understand the Ayurvedic way of looking at the body and treating the body, maintaining the health from a totally different perspective. And now I feel like I can start applying some of the knowledge that I obtained to better evaluate my patients and being able to be a better consultant in lifestyle, nutrition, and overall health.
Thank you very much, Sandra.
My name is Ilse, and I just completed with Khabir 2 9-day courses. One was in anatomy and the other in fundamentals, and the second one was in diagnosis. And we had an amazing amount of knowledge coming our way. We learned a lot, much more than we expected. And Khabir really talks from the heart and from practice, and he sticks with the traditional way of, he teaches the traditional way of how we treat and look at Ayurveda. And I am so happy to be here, and I'm going to continue studying with Khabir, and I am grateful and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.